Shira Lazar with Vittorio Bertocci from Microsoft here at the PayPal Innovate conference. How's everything?
It's awesome. This is a fantastic conference.
So tell me what you're seeing from developers. I mean, PayPal X has been around for the past year, but so much has happened and people have really utilized the platform in so many ways.
Right. So my perspective is a bit specific because I focus on our cloud effort. And when we looked to create examples for our customers to learn how to use Windows Azure and integrate payments, we looked around and we saw that the PayPal SDK was very, very easy to use from .NET. And so I made a phone call with you guys, I have a few friends here in PayPal, and we decided to actually create one example which shows precisely how to do that. And the reaction so far has been outstanding. The example has been out for not even 1 month, so we still need some time to see, but one of the best features, like one of the features that people really love is exactly the integration with your SDK.
Yeah, so how exactly are you using it? What type of products are we seeing come out of it for you?
So from my specific perspective, others in Microsoft are using the same APIs, but from my perspective, we are using this in the context of a software as a service example. We have this reference implementation in which we show how to create your own software as a service solution in which you can dynamically onboard the customers and create on-the-fly instances of your solution. And of course, all the technical aspects are very important, but in the end, you want to make money out of that. And so at the end of the onboarding process, customers are able to do simple payments for subscribing to the software as a service, or they can do pre-approvals, in which they grant to the software vendor the capability of charging them continually for about 1 year. So that's pretty much what we do. And we make the source code of the sample absolutely available so that developers can see how that works online in our live instance, or they can download, open up Visual Studio, and see specifically which parts of the PayPal SDK we use.
So interesting, because we've been talking to so many people about mobile, but it's interesting to get your perspective, which is very different.
Well, potentially nothing prevents you from using these from mobile.
Yeah.
This is all taking place server side, which, if I may add, since I'm also like the security guy in my division, that's actually more solid because typically one problem you have with mobile devices is that when you call APIs, you very often have to somehow have keys for calling those APIs. And if those APIs are about the payment, of course, those keys are absolutely key. Like you really don't, no pun intended, you don't want to make them available to people that may misuse them. And when you do things on the server side, then unless people hack the server, then there is no way that you will give away those keys. Whereas instead, since the mobile space is very new, there is this tendency of many developers to actually take whatever they have on their website, just embed it in a mobile application, have it execute on the phone, and then what happens is that hackers just take this phone, pull out of the binary, look inside of the binary, find your API key, and then start paying on your behalf.
That's where it all goes down.
That's kind of, and nothing prevents you from having a server-side aspect which performs the payment, and from the client just call your own application instead of calling the SDK.
Definitely.
So it's an interesting space.
So what are we going to be talking about next year? What do you think is going to be the next big thing from all of this?
From next year, I would expect that all the, you'll see really the Cambrian explosion of people actually using this SDK in the context of their solutions. Let's say that the SDK is relatively new, but it's always nice to make a platform available to your community and see what they come out with. And usually, like I've been in this space for a good 12, 15 years, they always surprise you. So it's pretty hard to say in advance what's going to happen. We just have to wait and see.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Have fun at the conference.
I'll do my best.